I hope that people that hear these songs relate to them, because we're talking about two incredible people who had a lot to live for and left an incredible legacy.
Fayed met George at Harrods, and they exchanged greetings and then discovered a unified feeling about somebody having to go through the loss of a child. And he asked George to write something. So this is what we're playing tonight. It's in two parts. And the one part of the song you'll hear, obviously, but that's about it. And the other is the father and son.
The sun is shining bright between us. There will never be the night. The love we've known gave so much joy and will last beyond forever. We shared a life not so long ago. How could we ever know how precious they would be? But somehow deep inside I've always known that what we have will last for eternity. My Father, there's no one else quite like you, and I love you from a simple point of view. And there is so much more. How could they know the love that binds us more and more? Dodi, like a fountain you came forth, so full of life and love, and the joy you gave was so good. How could I ever be without you again? No, never, forever you are. Oh, how time has gone by, and I realize how much I love you, for you are my Dodi.
greatest piece of music I've heard in my life. And just the chances, the first time we met when you signed your album here. It was great pleasure to meet you and see you face to face and see a man full of humanity and full of art and full of vision and imagination.
When we had our first conversation, I don't think you knew I had lost three sons.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I have to tell you that everyone who heard the songs involved in the project, My Father, My Son, and I Will Keep You in My Heart, just loved the material. They loved what they heard. And I think that anyone that hears it would have to respond in a positive way. It's a great project, and I'm glad that you commissioned me to do it.
I want to also keep Dodi's memory, as so many songs, especially Elton John songs about Princess Diana, was a really beautiful song, have a great, out of this world fascination.
I think that this connection that we have, this love for our children, makes our meeting a very special one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought about the photo that you showed me of your son, Dodi. And he's a very handsome young fellow. He reminds me a lot of my boys. And I kept thinking about, could I actually, write the music? I didn't think so in the beginning. And so my thought was to find someone who could do the project, who could write the music and put them to the lyrics that you showed me. And I knew the time was running out. So when I got off tour, I was milling around the house. My wife was looking at me, not knowing what was wrong with me. My mind was somewhere else, definitely on our meeting. And as I sat there, I thought about, my boys. I was looking up at the stars through this glass roof I have, and all of a sudden, the music started coming to my mind. And visualizing us sitting there talking, and then my boys came to my mind, my sons, my last conversations with them.
How could I ever be without you again? No, never, forever you are.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for getting me involved in this project, because I think that some good has come out of it. And I think not only for ourselves, but for others who are exposed to this project. The songs really have a soothing effect, and I want to thank you for getting me involved.
George, can you tell me who's this young, gifted guy who's singing with you? Is he one of your sons? Tremendous voice.
Yeah, well, actually, he is a friend of one of my nephews, and I've been knowing him since he was a young boy.
Between us, there will never be the night.
I kept thinking about someone who would sing the Dodi portion, where he's talking to you, the father. And he kept coming to my mind. I said, I know he can do it. And when I approached him, he was so happy to be recording for the first time in his life. And he did a tremendous job. His name is Danny Mercado.
Beautiful voice. Beautiful. I was thinking that's your voice, and the boy just mimicking. And it is fantastic.
My father.
When our sons are born, we don't think much, about it because there's no real experiences to relate to. But after they're here, you wonder how you ever got along without them.
The most important thing, feeling as a father, And you have this gift of real parentalhood, which you love your kids. You want to see the best out of them. And when you lose one, this is great tragedy. It can hit you, but it can create a lot of emotion inside you, a lot of gift and patience, And when I discuss the project with you, straight away it hits you, because you know exactly I'm a father who lost his son, and I like to keep his memory, especially the greatest love story.
You told me that something that I was very unaware of, and that was that Diana and Dodi had met many years before the tragic time. Can you tell me some more about that?
yeah, maybe 12 years ago. She always coming here to the shop, shopping, looking, buying clothes for her kids. They coming, having with her father, you know. And he met her in so many polo games, you know. Prince Charles, you know, is a great polo player, and always in the, but maybe every year, they about half a dozen of games. So always we go and Harris participate in sponsoring a lot of those games. She's always there. And just, you know, the time was ripe for them, you know, when they met each other. You know, she was having a lot of problems with just divorce and complete unhappy, terrible days for her. She lost her father and all the suffering she gone through. Just, you know, to fall in love is something you can just control yourself, or the time when you're ready to feel that you need someone. And also for Dodi was the same. He's 42 years old, and he has some bad experience, falling in love and having problems. And the time just hit him in the right moment. And she passed the most beautiful, the most happy days in her life.
Diana, I will keep you in my heart.
I went down to my studio and I wanted to put the song down so that I could have it all together for others to hear, and we would start, you know, putting together the orchestration and so forth and so on. As I got halfway through the song, I began to contemplate the lyrics, and I couldn't get through it. The emotion swelled up, and I got stuck at the same place every time. So my wife realized I wasn't going to get through it, so she left the room and left me to myself. And I finally put it down on tape first, and then I brought her back down to listen to it, and she said, "Honey, I think it's wonderful." And then something really happened. I remember you calling me and you said, "George, put Diana's name in the song," because I was not going to do that. And indeed, the name of the song originally is called "I Will Keep You in My Heart." So I added it.
Diana, I will keep you in my heart, and in my heart you'll stay. I will keep you in my heart, my dreams, my every thought.
Tell us about Dodi.
I think he was, after he finished the army, he was graduated from St. Helens. The only thing he want to do, he want to be involved in making movies. I have started this business when I was in Egypt. All the big movies like Cleopatra, Ten Commandments. My Egyptian company, I was handling all the background. From when he was a child, he was seeing, coming to the set, he was excited to see all the battles and all the fantasy of movies. I inherited this. And this goes straight on his mind. That the only thing he want to do in life is just making movies. I started his company. First movie he participated in was one of the greatest producer, David Putnam, who have one of the most greatest story, Chariots of Fire. Just show how he was trying to make this movie nearly for 2 years. Dodi took the script, read it, came to me, say, "Daddy, this is one of the greatest movies, have a lot of important principles in life." I say, "Fine, go ahead." I financed the movie with 20th Century Fox. For about $6 million, was 50-50. And he was just involved in all the aspect of it. And it was the only movie in the British history of making films in 75 years, which won 4 Oscars. Yeah. And this is a great, gift, just how to work out with, involving himself in all the aspects of the music, of the acting, of the casting. And from there, this was great satisfaction.
Dodi, like a fountain you came forth, so full of life and love, and the joy you gave was so good.
Well, I'm hoping that these recordings will give people a little bit more, into the lives of 2 beautiful people. Your story about your son Dodi really gives the human side to things and gives us an insight into their lives. And in the case of Diana, people loved her. Her beauty is legendary. She taught people how to dress. She was a great model. And her contributions, her charity work.
And this gives her a lot of touch that she forgot about the aristocracy. And all the time she would think of the sick children, the poor, the suffering people, the inner city, which everywhere. Tremendous, quality. And this